It's a little windy and noisy here today. You're going to hear jets, cars, whatever. Now, for those of you who don't know, and somebody in the comment section didn't know, I am disabled. I had a stroke 10 years ago. I lost a lot of the right side of my body. Although I can walk, I walk with a limp. I got drop ankle. I've got some muscles that don't work very well in my legs. And for all practical purposes, this arm doesn't do much. This hand doesn't do much, so it's not very good for carrying. As a mobile DJ, setting everything up on my own, I need to use this one hand. And what I try not to do is strain it and make things so heavy that there's a possibility that, there could be a problem. Side note, I'm 50, so I'm not a little kid anymore. But I am pretty strong, and I've gained strength throughout these last 10 years to be able to do things that I probably couldn't do 10 years ago. For instance, when I first put a speaker system together to gig on my own 9 years ago, whenever it was, I had to find a speaker that was small, lightweight, powered, and had a carrying handle on the top. Because it's not just about the weight of the speaker, it's about the leverage. If the handle was on the side, that would be pretty awkward for my wrist. It's a lot of weight, just from leverage of the speaker. You get on the top, it's fine. You get on the side, it's like, you got all that weight hanging. You got to support it, plus lift the weight. It's tough. So I found some RCF, I think there were 410As, right on the top, pick it up, stick it on there, no problem. I eventually went to an FBT, which was lightweight. It was on the side, but the speaker didn't weigh much. And then I went to the column arrays, which were so much better for me. And that's why, I primarily use the 50s and the 30Ms. But as you know, maybe not, I don't know. But I do have 2 homecomings coming up the next 2 weekends in a row. I got to bring an EKX system with me, and I don't have help for the first event. I can get it for the second, but the first is tough without really putting somebody out, Now, the way I would get those speakers up in the air a long time ago was I used something called Frankenstands. They got like a shock absorber inside where you put the speaker on it, and you undo the collar, and you can lift it up very easily with that shock. And you can also bring it down very easily. It's like, what do they call it? Neutral buoyancy allows that. Mike Ryan, Frankenstein's great guy. And you know what? I support good people in this industry. He's a good guy. So check him out. But anyway, I've got these F1 stands that are for speakers between 30 and 50 pounds. The EKX tops weigh just under 40, probably 40 with the cover on them. And they only have one handle, which is on the side, so I got that tongue weight I got to worry about again. I can't just pick it up from the top. Can I do it by myself with an F1 Frankenstein? Yeah, I can. Here it is. And this may be painful for some of you to watch, but this is how I'm going to have to do it. It does work. I'm not hurting myself. I'm not putting myself in any danger, but it is a little tough. Not impossible, though. My life is tough. Things in my life are tough. They are harder than what a lot of other people have to do sometimes. But at least this makes it possible. And I don't have to pick this speaker up 6 feet over my head to put it on top of a stationary speaker stand, which I've done. I did it last year. Frankensteins are not lightweight. They got some weight to them. You're probably adding, 20, 25 pounds to the load that I have to pick up and carry. I've got a cart, so it's not that big of a deal, but I thought, hey, let's lighten the load with aluminum speaker stands, and let's see if I can lift this up, way up, and pull it. I could, but you know what? It was dangerous to do. With the Frankensteins, I only have to go up, 4.5 feet, maybe? Get them up in the air. I'm using my body to do it. But once I get it on there, I can extend the pole easily and bring it down easily and safely, and I can dismount the speaker without any problems. So I'm going to already predict what some of the questions are going to be when I post anything that has to do with the next 2 weekends worth of gig logs. Question number 1 is going to be, how come you didn't put the speakers over the subwoofers? Well, we just discussed that. I cannot lift the speakers 6 feet in the air safely. So I'm doing separate tripods with the Frankenstein, so I can't do it that way. If I had help, yeah, I'm sure we could get them up there, but I don't, so we're going to have to use separate tripods. Just the pole out of the sub isn't going to cut it. And the other question I might get might have to do with coupling these EKX subs. Some people say, well, you know, if you couple them, you get a 3 dB gain, you get more bass. Yes, but the last time I worked at one of these schools, I discovered I really didn't want more bass. It was already an echo chamber in the gym. If I would have given it more bass, it might have been a problem. So I separated the subwoofers. And I am bringing 2. I almost considered just doing 1, but I knew some of you out there would lose your marbles. Why aren't you bringing more subs? So we're bringing more subs. 2. To please you. You guys can make noise. Because I'm that kind of guy. I want to make you happy. And make you watch my videos. But anyway, that's what I got. Now I'm charging my lights. And I'm going to reorganize my cable bag because I am going to need some XLR speaker cables to go from sub to top. Got to make sure I got 4 of them. Got to make sure I got the right lengths. And just get my lights in the truck when they're charged. And I should be all set. So that's it. That's all I got for you today. I don't think I'm going to be posting any more videos tonight. But stay tuned for something that resembles a gig log tomorrow. We'll get more videos out next week. Thank you so much for watching. I appreciate you. Practice and enjoy.